So when gluing on a canopy, always good micro crystal clear. Really good product. Or there's other products out there, different brands, but you know, something that will dry to a crystal clear finish. And what we want to do with this is a good old cocktail stick just to apply it, or if you've brought some sort of tool that does the same kind of thing. And what we're going to do is take our canopy. Right, this is our back one just here. But what I'm going to actually do with it first is you want to get some sort of nice clean anti-static cloth or something, right? Because we want to make sure there's no bits, no fingerprints or any kind of problems. Because once we glue this down, the last thing we want to do is see a fingerprint. We don't want to see like hairs, dust, debris, smudges, because then we've got to take the canopy back off. But this is why we use micro crystal clear. If we do have to take the canopy off, well, you know, micro crystal clear is designed to glue down, but not be so much that you can't get the canopy off again. All right, because if you use things like Tamrex twin cement, right, that stuff again, that will weld the canopy to the model, and it is a nightmare to get off. So I have found that when applying this stuff, we just sort of try and just run a nice little bit across it like so. Right, maybe not too much, like I have just a bit too much there. Right, but the whole idea as well with micro crystal clear is if you did sort of put a bit too much on and maybe it did slightly go on the canopy, because it dries to that nice crystal clear, it will actually kind of not look so bad. Right, and I'll show you how bad it can look in a sec once I've got this on. Just being very careful just to get a nice line of it all the way around. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about the back here, because most of that's going to get painted up. Right. It does get a bit tacky if you kind of maybe just leave it a little bit. I know straight away after applying it, you kind of put it down, it's quite wet and it's not got that tackiness to it. So me talking here a bit kind of hopefully sort of gives it a bit of time to get a bit tacky. And then what we want to do is just very carefully just place this on here. Right, and then after we have placed it, right, good old cotton wool bud, right, any bits that have oozed out the side, which you can see the white, it's oozing out the side, right, and we can just wipe that up so it's all nice and neat all the way around. Right, give that some time to dry and we should be all good. Right, and that's the cool thing about that. Now I just wanted to quickly show you, because we have got all these lovely spare canopies just here. If we was to use something like micro crystal clear, if I just bring you in just to sort of quickly sort of show you, right, if we kind of touch it with a if I touched it with the Tamrex twin cement accidentally on that window, oh sorry, you went off a bit camera there, but I did just come on, focus, there we go. If you kind of just sort of touch that window, just trying to get myself to focus on this camera, come on, let's bring you out a bit. Right, if you could touch it, as you could see, it will sort of stain the actual clear glass, and that is going to be really solid to actually get out. You know, it's going to lose everything. You'd have to really sort of sand and buff to polish that back out. Can be quite nasty. As you can see, it goes very foggy. Super glue, definite no. When it comes to canopies, no super glue, because that just steams up and fogs it all white and horrible, and there's no need to be using things like super glue.